least the lesson worked. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Power Rangers Super Ninja Steel V-Log with the episode Happy to Be Me. And this is all a Levi episode, as it continues on to what happened last week. General Tanemon has the Fusion Star, and he's going to combine it with 6 Skulligators and Odious' mallet to make a new monster. And the problem was going to... well, there was a big problem. The Ninja Stars are voice activated. They can only be activated and used by one of the Rangers. So, if Odious kills the Rangers and steals the Ninja Stars, how is she going to use them if they're voice activated? Unless it's just the made Ninja Stars and not the main 6 Ninja Stars. But then again, maybe if she kills the Rangers, the Ninja Stars go back to whoever picks them up and uses them as the new owner. It gets into confusion about that whole situation. But Tanemon has a way to bypass the Ninja Star thing. He is going to use his magic powers and switch places with Levi. Well, voice-wise. For what happened while the Rangers were training, using a new power star, and for Levi to use, the moment he was about to use it, his voice gets switched with Tanemon. Now he's sounding like Tanemon, and Tanemon now sounds like Levi. Which, well, it's creative. They even had, while the Rangers are trying to find a way to fix Levi, they even known that they put 2 and 2 together, like, why would he steal his voice? Even asked Preston to try to heal him, since everyone would forget that Preston is an actual magician. Well, mage. And he tries a spell, which turns Levi into a kid. So now he's a kid with Tanemon's voice, and yeah, there was a couple of jokes from Brody saying, I guess that makes you the little brother, and you wait here, Redbot will read you a story, which Redbot didn't get the joke. And Levi just walked away annoyed, because what could he really do? The Rangers see Tanemon complete his plan using the 6 Skulligators, the Ninja Fusion Star, which he even explained, well, you dropped it, so I just took it. And combined with Odious' mallet, and made a monster, which... I'm just going to put his name on the screen, because I'm pretty sure that if I call it by it, it's not the real name. Mega Molar or something. It was a hard time trying to hear the name properly, because... and it was a giant, and he's a giant. So the Rangers' idea, morph, form Megazord, ready to fight it, and it gets run over, defeating it instantly. I'm sorry, it was actually like, not even a fight, it was sad. But General Tanemon was annoyed because the monster failed, so it shrunk it down to the size of to the usual monster size, berated it, and then they both vanish up to the ship. Well, whatever. I'm confused for that one. I should have mentioned earlier, when Levi was still trying to get used to that voice he now has for the Rangers, Victor and Monty were making fun of it, but the Rangers just said that Levi has a cold, some disease that they just made up on the fly, and Victor and Monty were getting nervous, thinking, oh god, it's contagious, we don't want to sound like a sick chipmunk. The young Levi walked around until he's seen a group of kids. Some of them were playing soccer, and they were making fun of Levi's voice. But a girl defended him, named Rosie, and Levi Levi asks how is she getting over this when she's getting bullied because of her red hair. And she just stated she stays happy because of a song a singer she likes, Levi sung. And it's called, I don't know the title of the song, but the lines is, "Happy to be me," which Levi actually took those words to heart. It cheered him up, and he decided to go back to the Ranger base, accepting that he's a kid again and his voice is like this. For Preston, he found a way to fix the problem. Instead of trying to use a spell to switch things around, he decided to use a spell to separate it, removing the kid spell off of Levi, then removing Tynamon's voice, putting Levi's voice back, and Tynamon's voice goes back to him. And now it's time for round 2. This time the Rangers all morph, and Levi decides to use his new power with the new sword that was shown up and prepared to fail. And what we get? A westernized Levi. I had so many jokes I could have used from cowboy flicks, but I'm pretty sure Clint Eastwood up here would shoot me in the head for all the jokes. So yeah, basically Levi now really looks like a cowboy. And it wasn't even a match. All he did was just use wind power, lifted up the monster, finished him off, that's it. And then they beat down on Tynamon, but didn't defeat him. And then comes the giant monster fight. And their idea, bring out the Blaze Zord, bring out the Tauros Zord, bring out the Red Lion Zord, and combine them. Which, the only difference between their new Zord look, the Zord look, is the fact that the Blaze Megazord is now sitting where the original Megazord sat. It was kind of weird, and all it did was just shot at him and punching the monster with its pistols. Well, it's a new term, pistol whipping. And, well, I do admit its finishing move was exactly different from its traditional Blaze Megazord, where it shoots the Rangers out. Instead, it shoots the Zords, well, spiritual forms of the Zords, destroying the monster. I should have mentioned Victor and Monty, because at this point I'm just questioning why they're even in this, besides for padding the episode out. Because some of their comedic skits don't even blend well with the episode, it's just there for some random funniness. After that whole messing with Levi and being paranoid that they may have sick chipmunk voices, they decided to wear protective suits. And they say that they're prepared, and the principal and the students are just mocking it by doing the paranoing those two to leave the school. I'm still never going to get over that. Well, after the monster was defeated, the Rangers walk around in the park where Levi runs into Rosie again. And he tells her that his friend told me that you helped him out with a little problem, and I'd like to thank you about it. How about we play some soccer? She's excited because a celebrity wants to play soccer with her, to the point where even some of the bullies want to join in, and she's nice enough to allow it. They kick the soccer ball, and it runs into Victor and Monty, hitting Victor on the head as they crash into each other and roll into the muddy water. Like I said, I'm getting to the point of why they're even here at times. I mean, at least Bulk and Skull had some reasons to be in it at times, messing with the Rangers at some point. I'm just questioning about the whole Victor and Monty thing. They really need to keep trying to blend the comedy in with this stuff. But how do I feel about the episode? I actually kind of like it. It shows a little bit more about the Rangers' technology, that a lot of their gear is voice activated. So, but it leads to the question, what is Odious going to do once she steals the star, since it is voice activated? Tynamon's idea, by switching the voices around, meaning that one Ranger cannot morph, while at the same time, he could do whatever he wants with the Power Star. Though I wish they did more with the monster. He wasn't a contestant, it was just some man-made, it was just a bunch of Skulligers given consciousness. It's more like a reptilian creature finally having a brain to think outside of something. And all it was is more, you better fight the Rangers or else you're just a big coward. I am not a coward. I will fight the Rangers. Even though it was shown that he is a strong monster who was able to take out the Megazord just by running it over with that wheel thing. And they also mentioned more about Tynamon's secret and what is his big secret. Well, I might as well talk about the yokai facts. And I'm going to make this a twofer for now on, because I got to start going through the generals, because it's getting close to the end of this series. The monster of the week, Mega Mauler, is based off of the, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name, I'm just going to call it from this translation, Hazy Cart. A Tsukigami, or an object turned into a yokai, this case a cart, came into being when a nobleman got into a carriage fight trying to get into the best spot for sightseeing. Because he lost, all of his anger and frustration basically became fuel, turning his carriage into a yokai. So basically, anytime we get road rage or angry, all of our energy gets transferred into our cars, turning him into the yokai. So that explains the origin of Disney's cars then. General Tynamon is based off of the yokai. Another one I'm not going to try to pronounce, but it's translated to the Cloth Octopus. An aquatic yokai that you usually see in the seas, and it mostly feeds on tiny plankton and large ships. The yokai is only about a few centimeters long, but the unique feature is that the female can grow up to 5 times its length and can consume a boat whole and everything inside of it. So there's a clue about General Tynamon's secret. Till then, this is Rasa, signing out.
Thank you for watching the channel. If you want to watch more, subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon. If you want to see other videos, click on the left or right annotations to see more. Till then,